He shook my hand. Firm grip, false confidence, sweat at the temples. He didn't recognize me from the photo on the website. Most don't. I keep a ghost profile. Let the CEO play frontman while I sign the checks from the shadows. But he should have known better, because I recognized him instantly. Same smirk, same designer stubble, same silver watch I saw glinting in my bedroom mirror while I pretended to sleep. His name was Mark, and my wife had moaned it like a prayer less than a week ago. He smiled at me now, oblivious. I returned it, cold, polite, dead behind the eyes. That was the moment I knew I wouldn't just destroy him, I'd make him understand. I found out by accident. A message popped up on her laptop while I was booking our anniversary trip. Miss you already. Same time tomorrow? No name, just initials, M. I stared at the screen. Not shocked, just still, like something had been confirmed rather than discovered. I scrolled. Threads of messages. Discreet, sloppy. They never expect the quiet ones to look too closely. A week earlier, she told me she needed space, said I was distant, said she wanted to feel seen. She cried when she said it. Now, I knew the tears were camouflage. And I said nothing. I just memorized everything. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I simply closed the laptop, booked the trip anyway, and started building the trap. I learned his name that night, Mark Davis. Freelance UX contractor, overconfident, underqualified. He didn't know I read every email HR sent, didn't know I had already reviewed his resume 2 weeks before he got the offer, didn't know I had already approved it, because I had plans. I watched him through security cams during his onboarding, watched him flirt with the receptionist, watched him brag during lunch about the boss never being around. He had no idea he was already living on borrowed time. My wife? She kept playing the same role, loving, apologetic, distant. She had no clue I had her tailed, that I had cameras in the car I gave her, that I knew every coffee shop rendezvous, every lie she texted me while she was wrapped in someone else's arms. I kept smiling, kept pretending. That's what made it satisfying. She didn't cheat on a weak man. She betrayed someone she thought was weak. He walked into the Monday strategy session late. I was already in the room, not in a suit, not on the agenda, but there. The room fell quiet. He froze when he saw me. I watched the recognition spread across his face like a slow poison. My name came out of the CTO's mouth. This is Mr. Wren, the founder. His jaw tightened. I leaned back in my chair, steepled my fingers, and nodded at him. He didn't sit, didn't blink, just stood there, suddenly pale. I opened a folder. Inside, every screenshot, every photo, every timestamp. I slid it across the table, didn't speak. He reached for it with shaking hands. His lips moved, forming a soundless apology to no one. And I just watched him, not with anger, with precision, because this wasn't rage, it was justice, delivered cold. I waited until he was alone in the parking garage. The lights flickered above us like a heartbeat slowing to a stop. He turned when he heard my footsteps. Look, I raised a hand. He shut up. I stepped close, too close. Do you understand where you are? His mouth opened, closed. He looked around like someone would save him. I own every inch of this building, every desk, every hallway, every paycheck. Pause. Including yours. He swallowed hard. It was a mistake. I nodded. Yes, it was. He thought that was it, that I'd let him walk away. But I leaned in and whispered, "Check your inbox." He did, right there in front of me. Termination letter, effective immediately. But it didn't end there, because attached was a formal notice sent to his wife. Yes, his wife. Turns out liars attract each other. She knew nothing. Until Now. His face crumpled. I walked away, didn't look back. She asked me that night why I was so quiet, why I'd been distant lately. I looked at her, really looked, and realized I felt nothing. Not hate, not heartbreak, just clarity. I smiled. Just tired, I said. Then I kissed her forehead, packed a bag, left the keys on the counter. She wouldn't understand the silence, would panic when he stopped responding, would scream when the truth found her inbox. But I wouldn't be there. I had already left, long before my body did. The last lie she ever told me was that I didn't matter. The truth? I was the one holding all the strings. And now I had finally cut them.